Perfect.
Hi guys, my name is Dave and welcome to Fore Golf. If you are new here, I make golf videos out of Perth in Western Australia and sometimes further afield. The aim of the channel is to chart my progress from shouting Fore to having a Fore handicap, something I think that resonates with all golfers. I make 2 videos per week and they could be course vlogs, they could be product reviews, practice tips or just general golf talk like today. So if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, get notifications. That's all free. So today I don't have a great deal of structure for this video. I basically decided to take the camera out and just have a little bit of a chat to you about one of the pillars of my journey to single figures in the first place, and then hopefully beyond. One of the most important aspects I targeted has been around the mental approach. Now, probably within the last week, I've made the best strides in that area. And that has actually come from initially playing around earlier with a very good player earlier this week, and just having a really good chat with them afterwards about how they approach taking on a golf course. Now, this is something that I'm having to do quite a bit because obviously one of the other aims of the channel is for me to be playing new golf courses, and I'm playing 3 within 3 consecutive weekends, the second of which coming up tomorrow morning. Now, in the first of those, I didn't fare very well, and I didn't fare very well mainly because I didn't really have a plan. Now, I appreciate you don't always, sometimes you do play new golf courses and you don't necessarily know where things are, but in this day and age, is there really any excuse for that? I've certainly seen some other videos where the hairy golfer, he talks about how he would go through planning and his attack at a golf course, or in some cases defense of a golf course, using Google Maps and other methods and that sort of thing. So, I mean, I'm obviously I use the Hole 19 app. You've probably already seen the reviews of both of those, both the standard and the premium. If not, links are up there. So what I've actually done is I've sat down and looked at the course that I'm going to be playing tomorrow, which is Kwinana Golf Club, and I'm rambling a little bit. The way you approach a golf course has to factor in one really, really straightforward factor, which is your handicap. Now, there's a stroke index on the card for a very good reason. There are going to be some holes that are harder than others, and that typically the membership of that club score better on than others. And that's what makes up a handicap rating. So when you stand on the tee of stroke index 1, you should probably be very, very thankful to be getting out of there with bogey. But how many of us out there would still beat ourselves up about that? I played around today at my home course. I know it really, really well. I played stroke index 1 by hitting a hybrid and then a 4-iron to 4 feet. I missed the birdie putt, but I'm still over the moon and delighted with a 4 on the hardest hole on the golf course. And I'm starting to really take that approach of using the shots that I've got, not just automatically pulling driver out of the bag. I hit driver 3 times today, and I don't know when the last time that I would have done that. So I hit driver 3 times. I hit a lot of hybrids off the tee today, and honestly played pretty well. Tee to green, played superbly. Couldn't really complain about that. On another day, a few more putts drop, and I would have scored very well. I had 33 Stableford points. I know a lot of the audiences in the US, you don't know what that is, but basically 2 points is a net par, okay? Or rather the other way around. If you get a net par, factoring in your handicap, that scores you 2 points. So a standard score you hit in your handicap is 36 points. So as I said, stroking index 1 did pretty well, but I lost shots on some other holes where I took risks that I really shouldn't have, or just got a little bit unlucky with some putts, and that happens. On another day, like I had on Tuesday, where I absolutely putted the lights out, but perhaps the rest of the game wasn't quite there and I didn't really put myself in the right situations. I'm basically in the middle of 3 weekends where I'm playing a brand new golf course, never seen it before. and I need to develop a plan of attack. That is exactly what I didn't do in the first match, or in the first course that I played, of which you will probably see the video on Tuesday. No, and that was the video that you saw from earlier this week at Mosman Park. I didn't play the course well. I wasn't swinging it that great, but also I just made poor decisions off the tee. I didn't select the right clubs. I didn't miss in the right places. And you hear pros talk about where is a good miss, you know, and I think when we're amateur golfers, we forget about it. We always want to go for the green and get as close to the hole as possible. But if you've got a club, and for me at the moment is 5-iron, right, I am comfortable that I can hit that club 170, 175 meters, something like that. So what is that for you Americans? 185 to 190 yards, something like that. I'm comfortable I can hit it that relatively straight time after time. So if you're faced with a 380 yard par 4, why not hit 2 5-irons into it if you're comfortable, if you take all of the trouble out of the equation? We stand on the tee box as amateurs so much and the ego takes over, and you don't want to, and I had it today, you know, I had some funny looks on some of the holes that I was pulling a club that, you know, everyone else is hitting driver and I'm hitting hybrid, or in some cases I was hitting, no, I don't think I hit 5-iron off the tee apart from a par 3. But yeah, I was taking clubs that were significantly less, you know, distance wise than what they were hitting. But do you know what? I beat them all. So really and truly, you've got to play with the shots you've got and attack the golf course at the right time. So I've developed a plan of attack for the next video, which will be coming out next Tuesday. And that's when I play at Kwinana Golf Club, and that's going to be tomorrow morning. So I've used hole 19. I've already gone on there and actually looked at the holes from an aerial perspective, just marked down where I would ideally like to be from a tee shot without being, you know, too egotistical about it, because obviously I'd love to be 250 meters down the fairway in the middle, but I have to be realistic. That's not going to happen, you know, 8 or 9 times out of 10. Whereas I can be pretty comfortable that if I hit my hybrid, it's going to get me somewhere near the fairway, or certainly not put me in trouble, and a lot of cases take a lot of the trouble out of the holes as well. I'm then looking at where the green complex is and where is the right place to actually miss. So if I'm looking at a hole which has got loads of space to the left and one of those greens that kind of shapes, you know, you've normally got a bunker tucked in one corner and then the green kind of folds around that. Well, that's going to mean there's loads of room to the other side and you want to go nowhere near any of the bunkers. That's one of the things I was really, really happy with today. I didn't go in a bunker. I didn't go anywhere near a bunker because I picked the right places to hit the golf ball today. So we will see over these next couple of weeks, Kwinana tomorrow and then Wanneroo the following Sunday, whether that course management strategy pays off. But for me, I felt so much more comfortable mentally today. I feel like I didn't get beat by a golf course today. You know, I missed a few putts. That happens, all right? But all in all, that stage of my game, or that phase, that element of it, I'm really quite hopeful that that's going to be carrying me on to the next level. So guys, that's all I really wanted to talk about. A little bit of a check-in on that mental side of it. If you did enjoy the video and you want to see more of these, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment if you liked it. If you didn't like it, equally, tell me it's boring. This is good for me to get stuff out there, and I hope that it's something that amateur golfers can pick up on and incorporate into their games as well. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, all that good stuff. Really do enjoy having you along for the ride. See you soon, guys.
Perfect.